You love your biryani, don't you? And your naans and tandoori rotis. How can one forget the Rumali rotis? People lick their fingers after consuming these items with various other Mughalai delicacies of their choice. They come back for more, but they are never satisfied. Did you know that the food items ordered from certain restaurants are laced with spit? After knowing this, will you still order your favorite biryani or naans from such restaurants? Hi and welcome. You're watching TFI English, the national socio-political analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I'm your host Tribhuvan, and in this video, I will be spitting some facts on the Thuk Jihad phenomena. Let's begin. It seems spitting on food and even on each other is an archaic Islamic practice. What is not understandable is for Muslims to begin spitting around in communal spaces where people from all faiths meet and consume food. Why would Muslims spit on food which is to be consumed by people who do not subscribe to such Islamic practices, are not Muslims, and do not even have a shred of idea that their food is being spat at? Is it something which Islamists do out of compassion, brotherly love, with all communities, respect and the kind? Absolutely not. It is almost as if such individuals mark their territory with their saliva. The term Thuk Jihad is gaining momentum in India after a spate of videos recently went viral on social media showing people donning an Islamic skull cap, spitting on food being prepared by them or in close proximity to them. The Wire, however, is not liking the usage of this term a tad bit. In a piece titled Thuk Jihad is the latest weapon in the Hindutva's arsenal of Islamophobias, the far left publication says, on November 15, 2021, a 7-second video of a Muslim eatery worker from Loni, Ghaziabad was widely circulated on social media. It was shared by members of the Bharatiya Janata Party and right-wing media handles like Pretali, who used it as proof of something called Thuk Jihad. The video shows a skull cap wearing worker at a Muslim hotel baking chapatis in a tandoor and a worker spitting on the chapatis. On November 8, another video of Muslims spitting on food went viral on social media. Another leftist publication called Alt News fact-checked a separate video and found it to be of 2018, even though people in it were wearing masks, indicating that the video was indeed recent. Also, Alt News claimed that the Muslim man in question was not spitting on the food but was merely blowing air on it for good fortune to those who consume it. Spitting is a practice followed world over by a significant number of Muslims who draw inspiration for the act from various hadiths. According to Sahih al-Bukhari, Volume 4, Book 54, number 513, spitting on your left is a way to be safe from bad dreams. According to Sahih al-Bukhari, Volume 3, Book 59, number 428, the Prophet also spat on food of his disciples. I have told the Prophet of what you said. Then she brought out to him, that is the Prophet, the dough, and he spat in it and evoked for Allah's blessing in it. Then he proceeded towards our earthenware meat pot and spat in it and invoked for Allah's blessing in it. Therefore, it is hard to believe that Muslims merely blow air over the food to bring good fortune. In India, this practice is fast being weaponized by Islamists, and unsuspecting individuals from all other faiths are unawareingly becoming victims of this type of a jihad. In 2020, as reported by TFI, there were instances when Muslim vegetable vendors were caught spitting or urinating on vegetables, and in some cases a public spectacle was also made out of such situations. Consequently, Muslim vendors across the country who conducted business decently and did not indulge in such dastardly behaviors suddenly found their sales plummeting and people boycotting them over fears of them having spat and urinated on vegetables. Repeated instances have shown that spitting on food by Islamists is not a one-off incident or some once-in-a-blue phenomena. Instead, it has now become a weapon in their hands, and strict action must be taken against such antisocial elements.